Alrighty guys, it is Wednesday morning. We are ready to go, rock and roll. I think today's number workout number 45, if I do recall. I gotta look at my memory breaks. I probably should stop thinking about it so much, but the shift always comes at Wednesday at noon, so there'll be a different workout today, Wednesday at noon, which is what you guys do on Friday morning. We are gonna do a class Saturday morning. I do wanna know if after the class, if you want 8 or 8:30, Montana time would be 9 or 9:30, so I'll be in Montana. So let me know if we're doing 8 or 8:30. Just give me your feedback by the end of the show. We have a nice good day today. We're going to start with our wall sit plank combo, which we had done many moons ago. We'll have 3 1-minute wall sits and 3 1-minute planks. Then we have a right stability push. We have a left balance pull. We have squat circuit 1. We'll have our left stability push, our right balance pull, and our abs in circuit 2. So we have plenty of work to do today. Ready? 1 minute regular wall sit means your feet are shoulder width apart. We've done that before. Regular position, 1 minute. Ready? Set, and go. 1 minute wall sit. Hanging out, relaxing. Head against the wall, shoulders against the wall, back against the wall, butt against the wall. 90-degree angle at your hips, your knee, your ankle, and I want you to breathe. Now, wall sits and squats are different, but regular wide and narrow wall sits, you have the subtle changes in those positions to subtly change your muscle activation. What is wrong with my computer? You guys keep going. Keep going. Talking rain, can you guys hear me? Keep going. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. 1 minute regular plank. You'll be on your elbows and your toes for your 1 minute regular plank. Ready, set, go. You're on your elbows and your toes. I want you to breathe through your core. Try to mentally take it out of your arms and your shoulders and your neck and your head. 1 minute regular plank. And breathe. So we've done this warm up before. We have and of course I really shouldn't say warm up, but we've done this warm up before. 1 minute, we have 3 different wall sits. We'll have our 3 different planks. If you ever need to not do the other planks, just do your regular planks. 6 minutes of timed work. The subtle time between the exercises, you'll have about a 7-minute circuit. We have done the stability push. This will be the 3rd time we'll be doing our stability pushes. And of course, we're changing the combos. It'll be the 3rd time we're doing our balancing pulls. And again, we've changed the combos. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it off. I don't want you to run to the wall, but we're back on our wall sit. 1 minute wide wall sit. I don't want ridiculous wide, but your feet are wider. 1 minute. Ready, set, go. Now, head against the wall. Back against the wall, shoulders against the wall, butt against the wall, 90-degree angle at your hips, your knee, and your ankles. But I didn't say it earlier, you could also do some calves if you want to do some calves. You can either isometrically do your calves by keeping your heels up, or you can concentrically do your calves, and that would be the movement calves. But you got to keep your butt against the wall as you're doing your calves in a wall sit. It's a sneaky way of getting a bunch of things. Today is a stability push and a balance pull all in one day. We have separated them before. We have 100 legs in circuit 1 and 100 abs circuit 2. So pretty nominal on the legs and abs today. It's Wednesday morning. It's July 1st. Next month, here we go. And relax. Shake it off. If you can't or don't want to do rotational planks, just do your regular planks. 1 minute of rotational planks. Start in plank position and you rotate out of plank position. Ready, set, go. Now, I'm not looking for as many rotations as you can do. I'm looking for you to rotate and just not stop moving for a minute. However, if you need to, and I spelled need, E-L-B-O-W, you can stay on one side for a couple seconds and then slowly go to the other side for a couple seconds, so you can mix up how you do your rotational planks. Big, huge reps. Slow and steady. You are rotating out of plank, and the more you rotate, the more muscles you will turn on. However, it's hard, and it's big, and it's slow. 1 minute of them, not doing as many as you can do, just not stop moving. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. We have our 1 minute narrow wall sit. Now, unlike a narrow squat, I do want your feet and knees touching. If we were doing narrow squats, the mechanics of that are not good for you. So feet, knees touching to the best of your ability. 1 minute narrow wall sit. Ready, set, go. Again, if you want to sneak into your calves, either isometrically hold your heels up, staying on your toes, or you can concentrically do them. Again, a sneaky way of doing your soleus, which is the underneath calf. That's good for hiking and biking. If you want to have your calves look pretty, your gastroc is the bubble. That's when you do straight-legged calves. Anywho, there is a difference between the two. It's the season, isn't it? July 1st. And relax. We have our elevator planks or plank swimmers. You can mix them up. Elevator planks is your elbows to hands to elbows, and plank swimmers is the opposite arm, opposite leg. You've got a minute. Last one. Ready, set, go. Both are good for you. Both are isometric core exercises with weight displacement or weight deviation. If you're doing elevator planks, AKA walking planks, you do want to mix up which arm leads. Not every single rep, but you can mix it up occasionally. Plank swimmers, you can be in low plank, which is technically harder, requires more motion and mobility. You could be in a high plank, kind of feels easier in some ways, but it requires more balance. Both are good. I don't like rotational planks from this position because I have seen people hyperextend their elbows. So that's why I always do rotational planks from the elbows. Anyhow, elevator planks, up and down slowly, or plank swimmers. Either way, you've got weight deviation, weight displacement. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All righty, I like it. So that was a nice good 6-minute isometric warm-up. We're warmed up in our soul, but we haven't done a lot of joint stuff. I'm not too worried, but I want you to be focused that we might still need to move a little bit more. Stability push. Now I'm gonna demonstrate on the ball set 1. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. I want you to either lay on a bench or lay on the ground and your legs are the air. So you eliminate your legs as a foundation. We have done this before. Stability push turns on more core. We will do a balancing pull as well, although you still get core, you're working on your other things. But here is the rhythm of the circuit. Right stability push, 30 down by 5, uh-oh. Left balancing pull, 5 up by 5, okay, we've done that, but it's a right side, left side. And then you have a squat, always 20. Every round adds up to 75 reps, Julie. Every round takes about 3 minutes, Toms, both Toms, okay? I want us to get this thing done. We essentially have 11 rounds. You might want to say 12, but you'll see why there's 11. Anyhow, 3 times 11 is 33 minutes. We're done in about 33 minutes. Here we go. Right stability push. If you're on a stability ball, you've kind of accomplished 1 feat. However, if you have wide feet, those are 2 different feet, sunshine. Wide feet would be easier, narrow feet would be harder. When I say stability push, I want you to be unstable, and I want your body to work on you being stable. Okay? So if you don't feel like it's not challenging, figure it out to make it more challenging. Legs in the air if you're on the bench or ground. 30 right side stability push takes about a minute and a half. Then we're going to do 5 left balancing pulls, and then we're going to do 20 regular squats. Every round adds up to 75 reps. Every round takes about 3 minutes. We have a transition round, you'll see. And breathe. And focus. 30 right side stability presses. And Tom, normally that'd be both legs in the air when you can, not just one leg in the air. Both legs should give you more instability, so then your body has to work on being stable. I will demonstrate all those throughout the circuit. 30 right side pushes takes a while. Now, if you're on a stability ball, you're going to get more motion on the press. If you're on the bench, you're going to get more motion on the press. I didn't say being on the ground is bad. You need to lay on something, okay? You're going to balance on either leg. Throughout the circuit, I want you to mix up balancing on either leg. This round is only 5 left rows. So it's right push, left row, the whole circuit. But I want you to mix up your balance leg throughout the circuit. We have done these things before, we just haven't comboed them. Regular squats, weight under chin is preferred. We haven't done concentric legs yet. We did isometric legs. So don't worry about being super heavy. I just want your arms and shoulders to rest for a second while you do 20 regular squats. Remember the theme. Hips, 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 hips. Booty, 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 booty. Eyes and thighs. Hips, booty, eyes, thighs. Your toes should always be able to wiggle. I didn't say go on your heels. That's a training misnomer. I want you back. I want your toes able to wiggle, but you push through the flat of your feet. 20 regular squats. You won't do them again today. So it's one of those workouts. It's one of those workouts, which means, and I say this respectfully, listen to what you have to do, and then do it. Round 2, big deep breath, 25 right stability push, a little bit less. 10 left balancing pull, a little bit more. 20 wide squats, right? Here we go. Again, I'm going to change my position, sorry about that. If you're laying on the ground or bench, I want your legs in the air. If you're at the gym, I would want you to be on the stability ball. However, if you have a bench, Tom, serious about fitness, Tom, Maricel, you would get more motion, your legs would be in the air. Don't fall off your bench. I've seen it happen. I did it too. So you might actually have more stability core on a bench than you might have on a ball. Now the ground is awesome too, but you're gonna lose a little bit of motion, so you might wanna slow it down. Remember, pushing exercises are naturally a little bit shorter than pulling exercises. So sometimes I want you to think about it a little bit more, slow it down a little bit more. But if you're on the bench or ball, you're naturally going to have more motion. 25 right stability push, 10 left balancing pull. Remember, I'm going to mix up your legs. Make sure you feel that leg burning before you mix it up. So our concentric legs today are nominal, but our isometric legs today are high between the wall sits and these stability balancing exercises. So don't be surprised if you actually feel your legs helping out a lot. After your 10 left rows, wide squats. I do want the weight down. Hips, 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 hips. Booty, 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 booty. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Thighs, thighs, thighs. Toes are always able to wiggle. Wide squats, you're always going to feel a little bit more than you would on regular squats. Hips, glutes, hamstrings, posture. Hips, glutes, hamstrings, posture. 20 wide squats. You won't do it again today. All of you guys know me. We change these legs to change how your muscles activate. When you're doing squats, you always work your glutes, hammies, and quads. It's which one turns on first, which one turns on most, which one elongated the most. So there's lots of reasons. Happy Wednesday. Let's do this thing. Round 3. 20 right side stability push. A little bit less. It should still be invasive. 15 left balancing pulls. You're going to start feeling that. And then we're going to do 20 narrow squats. If you're on a stability ball, get your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. Remember, you're going to feel lots of things working. Challenge your instability. And I'm not talking about the mental kind. I'm talking about the physical kind. We all have a little mental instability somewhere. Let's go physical. Get those feet narrow, right? Engage that core. If you're on the bench or ground, you've got your legs in the air. You're slowing it down and you're pushing. Although it is supposed to be your right pec, it's kind of hard to get the chest. So you got to kind of think about the chest. Believe it or not, your shoulders and your triceps want to help out a lot too. So, is today a chest day? Yes, but you're going to get other things too. Mixing up your legs. 15 left balancing pulls. We have done these reverse ladders before. One's going down, one's going up. We got to do the opposite sides, arms, so we don't destroy the right shoulder. That's why we're doing the right push, left pull. Stability on the push is supposed to be more core. There is a balancing component. Balancing pulls, there is a core component, but you should feel all those other things too. 15 on your balancing left pulls. You'll have narrow squats. If you have one weight, you can have a choice of it being up or you have it down, but you'd want to switch up your hands occasionally if you have it down. Remember, we want to have our right arm resting a little bit, whether the weight is down or the weight is up. 20 narrow squats. Narrow squats are mobility squats. You can even say there's a little bit of balance component. Wide squats were your flexibility squats. Hips, hips, hips. They move the most. Glutes, glutes, glutes. They should always turn on. Eyes is for your posture. And when I say thighs, I want to remind you that it's a leg exercise, not a back exercise. Oh. You guys feeling this one? This is a good one. So we've done 3 rounds. Numerically, every round is the same. However, the balance component and the slower pulling exercise is going to start increasing. Round 4, 15 right push, 20 left pull, and they're going to do 20 stiff-legged deadlifts, aka RDLs. Here we go. Numbers didn't change. Again, I'm just showing you the different positions. If you're on a bench or ground, your legs are in the air. If you're on the ground, you're going to lose motion. So maybe you increase load, or maybe you just slow it down. Load can either be a physical weight or time under tension. So make sure you're hitting that 3-second rep, 2.5 to 3 seconds. 15 right stability pushes, 20 left balancing pulls, and then we'll do our both legs stiff-legged deadlifts, not alternating legs. This is the rhythm all day long. We're not going to stop until 6:48. Balance on either leg. It's a left side pull. But I want you to feel that leg working. Don't just switch your legs like just because you want to. I actually want you to feel that leg burn too before you make that switch. But yes, you should be switching your legs. I did say this a long time ago. Let's think about the compartments of your body. You got a right upper front, a right upper back, a right lower front, a right lower back. Right, you have these 4 compartments, right? You have your left upper, so there's basically 8 compartments. We're trying to mix that body up a little bit. Stiff-legged deadlifts. Now we've done this before. Both legs, hips, 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 hips. They move the most. Glutes should always turn on. This is not a stretching exercise, it's a lengthening exercise. And then stiff-legged is a smooth version of RDLs. RDLs, which people call this an RDL, has more power. You go down, and you contract. So an RDL has more power, and you need the weight associated for that power, or you're actually gonna hurt yourself. 20 stiff-legged deadlifts. Hips, hips, hips. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Eyes for your posture. And when I say thighs, I'm referring to a leg exercise, not a back exercise. Big one this morning is 6 a.m. We are rocking and rolling. No messing around. No messing around. TGIW. It's a thing. Thou's a thing. Yes, yes, yes. There's some work happening. Hammies, glutes, posture, breathe, focus. That's the end of round 4. Round 5, it's okay if you're not there yet. I don't mind being a little bit off. Round 5 is 10 right push, not done yet. 25 left pull, not done yet. And then you can do any alternating leg lunges you want. If you were at the gym, you would have stability ball squats, but not everybody has a stability ball, so I will show you both. 10 right push, stability, core, slow it down. If you can't increase the weight, slow it down and breathe. 10 stability, right push, 25 balancing left pull, and then you can do any 20 alternating lunge. Unless you have a stability ball, I will show you that stability ball squat. Some just say wall squat, but you need a stability ball to actually do the thing. So a stability ball wall squat. Doesn't feel really good to go up and down on a wall with your back. I mean, you can do it, but again, you are balancing on your left side pull. And as you know, we have to get the other side. It's coming up soon. 25 left balancing pulls. And like I mentioned last time, you should feel all the compartments. When you're pulling with your left and you're balancing on your left, that's unilateral load or super loading. When you're balancing on your right and you're pulling with your left, that's bilateral load or cross balance. You can do any alternating leg you want, any lunge. If you have a ball, here is your stability ball squat. Ball goes against the wall, weight under chin for stability ball squats. That's an option. If you don't have a ball, do any lunge. Stationary forward lunge, or stationary reverse lunge, or walking forward lunge, or walking reverse lunge, or lateral lunge. But if you have a ball, stability ball squats. The ball is a guide to your depth. If you don't have a ball, you couldn't squat. You would be on your butt. You need to use the ball a little bit. It's your best friend, right? If it's not there, you're down. Game over. Hips, hips, hips. They still move the most. Glutes should always turn on. Eyes for your posture. Thighs refers to your legs, not your back. 20 stability ball squats if you have that tool, or any 20 legs you want. We did a regular squat, wide squat, narrow squat, stiff-legged deadlift, so we did all those. You're gonna take a big deep breath. This is why there's 11 rounds, not 12. 5 right push. Last one, 30 left pull. Are you ready? Then we're gonna do 5 right pull, because we need to rest our left shoulder, and then 30 left push. So there's 4 things. Did I say go faster, Leon? No. 5 right push. 30 left pull. 5 right pull, 30 left push. And we have started the other side. Okay? 5 right push. 30 left pull. Then you'll shake it, and then do 5 right pull and 30 left push. I will say it again so we don't get lost. If you go out of order, I'm not worried. I'm just trying to not destroy your shoulders when we need them for mobility. We need those shoulders to move so your muscles can work. Again, 5 right push should be done. 30 left pull, then you're gonna do 5 right pull and 30 left push. So it's a 70 rep round. 70 reps with stability pushing, balancing pulling, and then when the whole 4 parts are done, then we're gonna get on the ground for some abs. So we're now switching to abs. 5 right push, 30 left pull, 5 right pull, 30 left push. Is it magical? No, it's not magical, Emily. I just want you to do it that way. Because I'm mean and I make up pointless rules. I'm a parent. I'm a trainer, right? We just do those things. 5 right push should be done. 30 left pull should be done. 5 right pull and 30 left push. We have now started the other side. This side will have our abs. 5 right pull, 30 left push. So the 70 rep round, all upper body, all stability, all balancing, and then we have abs to do this circuit. Stability pushing. If you don't feel your body working, if it's too easy, then you need to challenge it with either narrower feet on the ball. You're on a bench, your legs are up. You're on the ground, your legs are up. Maybe there's weight changes, and maybe there's slower time. Time under tension, steady. I don't want 5-second reps. 2.5 to 3 second reps is steady enough. After your 30 left push, you will be on the ground for some abs. Rhythmically, it's the same dang thing from earlier. When these abs are done, we're gonna go back to our normal order of pushing first and then pulling, just so you know. When you're done with a 30 left push, you're on the ground for your 25 perfect sit-ups. You won't do regular sit-ups again today. Now when I say perfect, what does that mean? I'm not creating momentum, right? I'm not using something to get up besides my abs. 25 sit-ups, perfect. You're not creating momentum. You're thinking about the vertical motion of the exercise. I'm going up more than I'm going in. The C curve of the spine. The spine has a little C curve. You've got a bunch of joints back there. Your vertebrae are joints. They can move. So unless you have a rod in your back or fused discs, which are possible, they all move a little bit individually. 25 sit-ups. And again, when I say perfect, that's going to be about 75 seconds. You're not creating momentum, and you're thinking about the vertical component of the exercise. You guys feeling this yet? Remember, there's no rush. After our 25 sit-ups, which you won't do again, you're going to be doing 25 left push and then your 10 right pull. So yes, we're going back to the normal order so we don't get lost. 25 left push and 10 right pull. And then we have our reverse crunches. So you're relaxing, you're chilling, you're working, you're breathing. We haven't stopped, but there is no super high to the workout today. We had the 6 minutes of work to start our day. We had a bunch of pushing and pulling and stability and balancing. We got 100 legs in. We've got 125 abs coming your way. A simple, effective day. Simple and effective. "25 left stability pushes, 10 right balancing pulls, and then it's 25 perfect reverse crunches, and that's where your legs are moving slowly because of your abs. You're not just moving your legs. But I, of course, remind you, remember on your balancing tool, I want you to mix up your legs. Again, you probably should feel your legs working too. Your hamstrings and your glutes and your quads and even your calves are working isometrically, not concentrically, which is why we have the warm-up that we had. Your concentric motion, the moving contraction, is the row for your nice, good, strong middle back. 25 right stability push, 10 left balancing pulls, and then I want perfection. Legs are moving because of your abs. Don't just move your legs. So perfect for me, like we talked about on Monday, you're focused on not creating momentum. You're focusing on the vertical component of the exercise going up. You're thinking about your abs doing the work, whether your body is up or your body is down. Notice I didn't say head. My head went with my body. If I'm going to hold an isometric contraction, or my head is down because I have a 16-pound head. Breathe. Yeah, I weighed my head. 16-pound head. Thanks, Mom. Breathe on those reverse crunches. 25 perfect reverse crunches. You're not creating momentum on your reverse crunches. And really, you're not creating momentum on any abs for that matter. 2.5 to 3 second reps, steady. Don't create momentum. Think about the vertical component of the exercise, and then make sure your abs are doing the work. That's when I say perfect. Think about it. Work it. Some days, do your 50 sit-ups. I'm cool. Round 3 when you are ready, and it's okay if you're not. 20 left push. You're gonna notice that switch soon, right? 15 right pulls, and then we're gonna have our toe touches, which don't take very long, so we need to do them right. 20 left push, stability. 15 right pull, balance. 25 toe touches perfectly. Use that time to rest these things so you can do them correctly. I hope you have felt an imbalance between your right side and left side. Most of us have a dominant side, and in some ways it has nothing to do with your handwriting. That's an acuity thing. But what you do because you're right-handed will cause more the cause and effect. Catching ball, throwing ball, holding bag, painting, reaching, holding. So there might be a mobility issue between shoulders. There might be a balancing thing. There's a strength activation part. 15 right rows. Remember, when to mix up your legs. You are loading the leg to balance. You should feel the difference between left and right and right and right. Breathe, focus, stability, pushing, balance, pulling. Your core turns on more with stability. Your core does work, but other things work on your balance. Now keep your legs in the air and your toe touches. It's a shorter motion. Keep those legs up, but what is perfect? Slow and breathing, right? It's a smaller motion. Can't deny that. Try to touch your toes, not with your neck, with your eyes and your abs. You're thinking about the vertical component of the exercise. You are not creating momentum. It's hard to touch your toes because of mobility of spine, flexibility of your muscles, your posterior muscles, activation of your abs. 25 toe touches. Slow. Perfect is not creating momentum. 2.5 to 3 second reps, and your abs are doing the work. Your abs are doing the work. 25 toe touches. And then we're on the home stretch, kinda, right? We have 3 more upper body rounds and the 2 more abs core. Round 4 is your 15 left push. There's your switch. 20 right pull. You're gonna notice a flip of circuit. We'll then have our 20 V-ups. V as in victory. If you can't do V-ups, you can go back to sit-ups and or reverse crunches. 15 left push. 20 right pull. 25 V-ups. V as in victory. Stability, pushing. You've got mobility of shoulder joint. You've got activation of your chest as the ultimate goal. 20 on the right pull. Remember the balancing component. I hope you've been mixing up your legs, because when you were pulling on your left, you had a unilateral chance and a bilateral chance. When you're pulling on your right, I'm currently on a bilateral exercise. There's your unilateral exercise, or you call it super loading. Shoulder blade, mobility, back, activation, breathe, and focus. And remember, if you're feeling a little bit of your hamstrings and your glutes and your calves, that's why we're doing a balancing exercise. those other muscles want to help. And of course, we did some legs earlier. If you're on a stability ball, you'll feel your hamstrings and glutes. So sneaky, a lot of isometric legs. Round 4 abs are V-ups. If you can't do V-ups, do sit-ups and or reverse crunches again. Perfect. What is perfect? Not creating momentum. Making your abs do the work. Thinking about the vertical component of the exercise. My legs are going up. My body is going up. V-ups are tough. You've got mobility of hips and spine, flexibility of posterior muscles, activation of anterior muscles, and it's just hard. So if you need to do some sit-ups and or reverse crunches again, that's cool. If you want to do sit-up scissors again, or sit-up scissors only, that's cool. I wouldn't mind having that movement. 25 V-ups. V as in victory. Oh, big motion. We are almost done. Not the hardest day in the world. Mobility, stability, flexibility, balance, all those things are there. After your V-ups, and it's okay if you're not there, round 5 is your 10 left push, your 25 right pull, your 25 Supermans, and then we have that one more upper body combo. I didn't say go faster. That was not my intent. Round 5 is 10 left push, not your last push. 25 right pull, not your last right pull. However, it'll be your last abs core. Big day today. Not a lot of change, a very steady pace. Highly repetitive, so it's a strength day. Again, stability, 10 left stability pushes, 25 right balancing pulls, mixing up your legs. You do have the one more round, so if you're running out of time, don't go faster, but just don't wait for me. When you do your Supermans, now it's not an ab exercise, but it sure does help out everything with your mobility of spine and your muscle activation of your back. So it's your 5th round. 10 left push, 25 right pull, 25 Supermans preferred. I don't want swimmers unless you have to. Supermans is the everything up. Swimmers is the alternate them up. And again, what is perfect? We're not creating momentum. We are thinking about the vertical component of the exercise. There's not a lot of motion, but it's mobility of spine, activation of your back, upper back, middle back, lower back, maybe some glutes, maybe some hamstrings, maybe some shoulders. It's okay, posterior muscles, 25 Supermans. Breathe. Definitely more contraction and more strength than swimmers. Swimmers is a little more mobility and activation. And last week we did supersets, so you technically just did a superset. You did your right side balancing row, pulling back, and you just did some Supermans. So technically that's a superset. Last round and you are done. Pat yourself on the back. We didn't have a high today, so stretch out, palm down, maybe do some cardio. Today was meant to be steady. I promise you, sweaty on Friday. 5 left push, last time. 30 right pull, last time. 420 Pulling, pushing reps. You guys just did 420 stability, balancing, pushing, and pulling. Oh my gosh. Again, the compartments of the day. Front right, front left, back right, back left, up body, lower body. We had 100 legs, no big deal, 125 abs core, and that 6-minute isometric start. I mean, before work, Katie, right? It's just a before work warm-up. Just warming up for your meetings today. Excel spreadsheets gone wild, sunshine. You know, I have to humor myself all day long because nobody ever freaking talks to me on this thing. Partly because you have to, but imagine talking to yourself 4 hours a day. Again, you just did 420 upper body reps. Stability, balancing, pushing, pulling. Now, are you going to be sore? I hope not. I hope your joints aren't irritated. Maybe you feel some chest in your back, but your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves worked isometrically. You had a little bit of legs, a little bit of abs. But that was a full body day. Happy Wednesday. Let me know about Saturday if you are interested in Saturday, 8 or 8:30 a.m. Either shoot me a text or email, or you can blurt it out real quick if you want to.